Have you started noticing more hair in the shower, more scalp in the mirror, or thinning that just seems to be getting worse? You've probably heard people talking about exosomes and stem cells for hair recovery. But what are they actually? Do they work? And what's the difference between them? Let's break it down properly. Hi guys, I'm Dr. Farmah and Dr. Aesthetica. Today I want to explain the difference between exosome therapy and stem cell therapy for hair loss in a way that actually makes sense. Because online, these two treatments often get mixed together, even though they're very different things. So what are exosomes? The easiest way to think about exosomes is this. They're communication signals, tiny messenger particles released by cells that help tell other cells what to do. They carry growth factors, proteins, repair signals that can help stimulate the scalp environment and support healthier hair growth. At our clinic, exosomes are usually microneedled into the scalp to improve circulation, reduce inflammation, and encourage follicles to function more effectively. Stem cells are different. Stem cells are actual living cells. They have the ability to transform into different cell types, play a role in tissue repair and regeneration. So if exosomes are the messages, stem cells are the factories sending those messages. That's the major difference. These treatments are typically best for people in the earlier stages of hair loss. That might be thinning hair, androgenetic alopecia, increased shedding from telogen effluvium or Mounjaro, reduced density, weaker hair quality. They tend to work better when follicles are still alive but struggling, rather than completely dead follicles. And importantly, these are not miracle overnight treatments. Exosome therapy is relatively straightforward. We normally combine it with microneedling so that the exosomes can penetrate effectively into the scalp. The procedure itself is very manageable with no to minimal downtime. Stem cell therapy is more involved because it requires harvesting the tissue or cells before processing them and re-injecting them. So stem cell procedures are generally more complex and not legal in the UK. One of the biggest mistakes people expect is instant results. Hair recovery takes time. Most patients start noticing improvements in shedding, thickness, and density in just the first 12 weeks. And usually the best results come from consistency and multiple sessions, not just one treatment. From a safety perspective, exosomes are generally considered low risk because they're acellular, means they don't contain living cells. But again, this is assuming they're not human exosomes, which is not safe. Stem cells are safe when performed correctly, but living cells are involved, so it's a little bit more complex. And this is why choosing the right clinic really matters. So now you know it. Exosomes and stem cells are not the same treatment. A lot of clinics blur the lines between the two, but exosomes are signaling molecules and the particles, where stem cells are the regenerative cells. Very different mechanisms. If you're considering either treatment, ask questions. Where are the products sourced from? Are they animal, human, or plant exosomes? Are they compliant with UK regulations? Does the clinic understand hair loss properly? Or are they just selling trends and thinking with profit? Because good marketing and good medicine are not always the same thing. Hopefully that gives you a clearer understanding of the difference between exosomes and stem cell therapy for hair recovery. If you've got questions, drop them below in the comments. And if you want more honest education around aesthetic, skin and hair restoration, make sure you follow the page. I'll see you in the next one.